Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's @skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-302-8763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com.
Stays Crunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stays.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
I just, like I said, I remember to go actually ask the dude for the Chipotle mayo this time. It helps too that he didn't have a line. Although when I asked him, he seemed kind of scared.
How you know about that?
He's like,
sometimes they're hesitant.
Yeah, he was almost like, I don't know if I can do that. But I told him, I'm like, oh, I'm ordering a chicken sandwich from the stand over there. But your sauce options on the salad bar are kind of lacking.
I'm gonna liberate some of this sauce just for you this time. Be quiet.
He gave me a shirt on. Pretzel bun.
Is that pretzel? I guess it is pretzel. That's probably all he had over there, or didn't think to ask.
Oh well, I'll suffer this time.
Pretzel buns are a little bit too dense for me. I remember not too long ago, Walmart had square croissant rolls. Man, they were so delicious. Croissants were so good, but croissants are one of those things where it's like, if you cook it too long, that bitch is ruined. Because if any kind of scorchiness, it just goes all through those ribbons, and it don't taste good.
Having added Tasty to my YouTube subscriptions, because at this point, I'm just down with all these YouTube. Everybody got a damn food vertical, and I follow a lot of them. They had a woman on there the other day making rainbow croissants, and she was laying out how she makes croissants in general. And she was like, look, you gotta, and I've heard this so many times on Great British Bake Off, you gotta laminate it. You gotta get that whole damn sheet of butter, wrap your dough around that butter, but then don't push too hard. Then you squish the butter into the dough. Just, you gotta bring it together basically just to seal the butter into it. I'm just watching her make it and watching her think, these aren't right. And I'm like, those look fantastic. And she's like, nah, these ain't right. These ain't right. Then when she got to the ones that she was like, these is on point, I was like, she right. Them bitches is gorgeous. She really knows how to make a damn beautifully laminated croissant.
I'll say this is the first time I've actually enjoyed a pretzel roll on a sandwich.
Came through.
The Chipotle mayo just kind of brings it all together.
Respect it.
And it seems like you have a good, we've been talking about this a lot lately, is the ratio. You got a good amount of lettuce.
Yeah, he actually did a good job, and it was quick.
It was a good looking sandwich, and he did do well by it. So, Stays Crunchy Milk, episode 261. We in the building, getting our lunch on, as you can have heard. How much of that'll make the show? Some of it will, I think. It sounded pretty nice. I liked it. Solid banter.
Just a tip.
Man, what a bullshit excuse or answer or whatever statement. Men are trash.
I mean, I guess.
Who said we're the first ones to say it? Maybe it was like, can I get it in? Oh, just the tip. Maybe it was offered to us and we just ran with it.
I mean,
not like, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm only gonna use the tip.
I mean, I'm quite sure someone had asked for just the tip before, and I'm like, I'll oblige.
I don't know how that works out, but still.
Just the tip? What do you mean?
No, the whole... Anyway.
So,
I guess it's up to you to decide that.
Yeah, because, like, isn't like that's where most of the, the nerve endings and stuff in there is...
For the guy? Yeah.
No, not for the guy. For the woman. Like, within those first 2 inches, and not to mention the little pally up top.
I look at it like just the tip for me, man. You get the first inch, I get to keep the other 2.
I mean, I can see like during foreplay, play with just the tip.
I've done the paint game.
Yeah.
By numbers.
Up and down, left to right.
Magic
Up,
wand
down,
that bitch.
select, start.
Magic wand that bitch. Patronus it right quick. Yeah. But yet and still, Boxer pointed out that our normal locations, you can hear listeners is kind of on the humble, or probably because most people are taking their kids back to school today. My children don't go back till next week.
Which to me felt weird because that seems early.
Yeah.
I was used to going back in like the 20s.
Yeah, see? I go back to the 20s.
I went back to school. So when I lived in Memphis, Memphis had two school systems. There's Memphis City Schools and the Shelby County Schools. I went to Shelby County Schools, except for the 1 year we lived in Memphis. And I lived in a section of Memphis that was in Memphis City Schools. And Shelby County Schools always started in August. Memphis City Schools started after Labor Day. So we always got out like in May and shit. You know what I'm saying? They always got out like in June. And I always thought it was interesting. And so since I've been here, I remember it was always, you're right, like you said, the 20s of August, like deep into August before you went back to school.
Yeah,
It's
like
been
23rd or 24th or something like that.
It's been interesting to see the kids go back earlier and earlier. And of course, then get out earlier and earlier as long as snow acts like it got good sense. And they not, hadn't crossed over whatever that imaginary line is for too many snow days. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my kids go back, it is, what is that? It'll be the 21st. So in that general region, so it kind of makes sense. But
It's like you go for a week and then, shit, I don't know if I'm imagining it be off for a week and then go back.
I mean,
well, you'd always have like the holiday like a week after you came back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you come back for a week, get in the swing of things, and then immediately have a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. So my kids start a day into the week. They start Tuesday. So they already got a short week to begin with. And then, like I said, that next week, I guess, will be a full week, but I'm not sure if it is, actually. Because I think they do a parent-teacher day. They definitely got open house on that Thursday, I believe, of that next week. Because I have to go to open house.
Well, open house used to be like,
It's the game.
Like October.
it used to be after you definitely determined if you was going to get Christmas presents or not.
Maybe it's like a suburban thing because my parents never met my teachers. Like, all right, freshman year of high school, I was at Catholic school and they required a parent to come to my parent teachers just to meet. It was the only time my parents ever came to meet my teachers that I remember at all.
Yeah.
My grandmother would never go.
Your grandmother never went to open house?
No, she didn't care. I didn't care.
Man, I wish my mother never went to open house. I was getting my ass whooped that night.
I always meet the kids' teachers. I always like to get, like I said, that's how I knew off the rip that one math teacher didn't like my son. Because she don't know that I heard her talking to a parent before me where she was talking shit about boys in her class and how she fucks with girls and how respectful girls are and so forth and so on. So I knew off the rip, like, you already got a tone and an attitude. What's funny is her husband worked at school too. He taught my kid in whatever class. And her husband, black dude, though light skinned, I don't know if that matters to y'all, was always super nice to my kid and always spoke so highly of it. Whenever we had a meeting, it's like, if he can stop hanging with these little knuckleheads right here, he would just talk about it and he pointed his head like, you know what I mean? I think he'll be all right. And when it was all said and done, he was all right in that class, and I feel like it helped. So it's interesting how that husband-wife combo, the wife was like, nah. But her husband was like, yeah, he's a good dude. And I'm like, okay. I get it.
I think that's just natural. Some things women just can't relate to us about. And that dude could probably see something like, yeah, he a good dude, but I see, what's going on. Yeah. And sometimes the company you keep do drag you down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe the music teacher hated women. I'm saying opposites attract. Maybe the wife, took care of hating all the boys, and
one was math and one was what the fuck did Mr. I don't want to put his name out there. What did he?
Mr. Such and Such.
Yeah, I can't remember what he taught, but it wasn't me. That's the thing. My kids, music and in this case band and choir singers, the worst fucking ground he walks on. In fact, every teacher has always been like, he is such a good kid. He's such a nice boy. He does so well. Blah 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 blah. Except for this woman, and it's not that she came to me and said, "Your son is wilding." She just was like, well, he was never really prospering in her class. Feel me? And I was like, and I get it, he could have been just the fuck ups, no doubt. But I always took it as like, I always kind of looked at it with a little bit of a...
She was talking bad about your son, so you were taking it personally?
No, because I just told you she didn't talk bad about my son. What I'm saying is, she talked bad about boys in general to another parent who she don't even know I heard. So
but you made it sound like it was the only class where like he didn't get positive reviews.
I'm saying it's the only class where, well, yeah, that is the case. That's the only class where I did that where a teacher did not say to me, "Yo, your kid is out here," and I'm telling you his grades. Like I said, he did not prosper in that class. So I was like, I'm not trying to say she's a shitty teacher or whatever like that. I'm just saying, if every other teacher, his entire school history has been like, you got a good kid, you've done well thus far, and so forth and so on. She is the outlander, outlier. Forgive me.
Yeah, it's always those kind of teachers. Is like, I can't wait to a teacher try to say some bullshit about one of my kids. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Teach him, and if you fuck up, I'm going after you. I know how to handle him.
I know how to handle you too with a 2-piece.
I already know who's gonna be trouble in school, and Emory is just. I'm not saying I'm picking favorites right now, but right now Emory is just like way different than Anthony, and in a way where I wasn't expecting. He's very enjoyable. Anthony's not. It's not.
Thank you for proving my hypothesis. Love them both. But one's a little different.
I'm talking about right now because man.
Oh yeah, the rating systems aren't final.
Oh yeah, it's a horse race. It's always neck and neck. But Anthony, he's just plateauing right now. He needs to work on his game. He needs to stop whining about stuff and getting the game.
He needs to remember more about Mother Goose.
Oh my God. I got that in the car. I was laughing so fucking hard. I might have to pull over.
I just got home and like I was changing out my work clothes and get ready to get in my gym clothes. So I set my phone down on my nightstand and I went to the bathroom to pee. Mm-hmm. And I had my Fitbit Bluetooth to my phone still. So I'm like walking around out of my bedroom to the bathroom and my wrist starts buzzing. So like I flick it over so the screen comes on because it'll tell me what the text message is. Mm-hmm. And all I saw was Anthony audio. And I was like, what? So I pee, I go back to the room and I open up the phone and I check and I'm like, oh, it's a 4-second audio clip. What the fuck is this? So then I listened to it. I was like, oh, get it. That's going to end up on a show at some point.
Well, what's funny is I kept on, like, Emory will say it too. Like, he'll go, oh! I was trying to get them both to say it, but it didn't work out like that. Mm-hmm. And then what also happened is, I'm like, you remember Mother Goose? He'd be like, yeah. I'm like, okay, but then he'll just say, oh, every once in a while. But, yeah, I'm just kidding. I think the funniest thing that happened this week was, so we got these toys, and they're called green toys, whatever. Fuck the name of the toys. It's a dump truck. In the back of the dump truck, Anthony had put all these Hot Wheels in them. And like Anthony wasn't sharing the Hot Wheels, and Emory like knocked down the truck, and then Anthony had the Hot Wheels in his hand. He's like, fuck them Hot Wheels too, and knocked them out of his hand. And I'm like, you gotta learn how to share. I'm just trying to teach Anthony, like, hey, you don't gotta give Emory all the toys. You don't gotta give him the toy you want. Just give him something else, and he not gonna fuck up your shit.
You gotta give him controller number 2 and not plug it in. And then let him think he's playing.
Just like I remember it was these group of gamers you was talking about and was calling stuff girlfriend mode. I was like, that's stupid and sexist. It's definitely little brother mode where you just like, let Tails just, fucking, tell around. And because Tails didn't do anything and Sonic too. But
he could die all the time.
Yeah.
And just keep coming back.
Yeah.
So that was sometimes the play was to get 2 skilled players. Mm-hmm. One would just run around with Sonic and not die to keep the level going, and then you send Tails ahead to do all the heavy lifting.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
This song makes so much motherfucker. Y'all some Genesis boys. It makes so much more sense now. My whole life makes so much more sense. My whole life experience with y'all now makes so much more sense.
I had the old big block gray Game Boy, and then I had like a blue Game Boy Color. But I never had a Nintendo. I never had a Super Nintendo. I had an N64. I never had a GameCube. I never had a Wii. I had Wii U, which I sold it after like 6 months. And that's it.
I've had almost every Nintendo.
Oh, wait, I had a Game Boy Advance at one point too.
I had a Game Boy. I had a Nintendo. I don't think we didn't have a Super Nintendo. We had a Genesis. I think the Super Nintendo and the first Wii is the only system a Nintendo system I haven't had.
Yeah,
but I have a Super Nintendo now, so that evens it all out. Like I've had every except for I guess we because we had a GameCube, we had a Nintendo 64 because we used to play GoldenEye.
Our whole household had a Game Gear at one point, which sucked up batteries like nobody's business.
Oh yeah.
So we'd either have to plug it into the AC unit, or we had rechargeable batteries, so we'd use those. We had a Sega at my dad's, and then I had a Sega at my grandmother's, and then later on, JVC had this dual unit where it was a Sega Genesis and a Sega CD. Yeah. So we had that.
Y'all still got that?
They might have my dad somewhere.
I'm not saying it's worth a ton, but it is indeed a collector's item. The JVC version of that, because it's different enough because it was combined. It was one solid unit, right?
It was one unit. The Sega cartridges went on the left, and the CD was on the right.
Yeah. They because you know how the Sega. I don't know y'all remember how the Sega CD worked. It was like you had to buy the Sega CD, and it had a little sit down, and you would drop the Genesis into it. Yeah. But like I said, the JVC unit in particular is collectible. I'm not saying it's highly sought after, but it's a collectible one because, like I said, it was one made by the good people at JVC, and it's one solid piece. So that's crazy. That's a good buy. Where's your dad on that one? I feel like Genesis dudes all became like PlayStation heads, and then so if he was like a Nintendo dude like me, I'm a Nintendo tried and true. Like seriously, since the Game Boy. I didn't have an NES, but I wanted an NES, and my homeboy Billy SQ did have an NES, so at least I got to kick it with him and play his NES when we were so inclined. But Nintendo down the line until first Xbox came out.
I remember
and
that.
Even then, I had an Xbox and a GameCube. So
I remember that was like right when we started here.
Yeah. Okay, that came out in 2001, like literally that year.
Yeah. So. I remember just like the buzz around the office about like the different people who bought it. Was playing Oddworld and shit. Yeah, those good times.
Good times. Yeah, that one in particular. Like I said, look at it. If you get the opportunity, tell me see how much it's going for on eBay in these streets.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting back on eBay. I was about to sell some shit on offer up, and that shit did not work.
Okay. Not everybody, but what's been the going is of course, I don't know if you're on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm not on Facebook. Gosh, never going back.
You are better for it. If I could detach myself from Facebook, I certainly would. So
you gonna sell it?
I mean, I don't have it. If it's anywhere, it's at my dad's house, and it wasn't just mine; it was the family's. Yeah. But it seems like the baseline is around $250.
Yeah. So like I said, you ain't gonna buy a house off that bitch, but they are collectible and relatively sought after because there's a very specialized unit and probably wasn't a lot of them made in general. So that's kind of dope. Xander wants a what was Sega's Game Gear?
Game Gear. Mine doesn't work anymore.
Well, they sell them. That might be under the Christmas tree. They sell them. People refurbish them. Put new
all the games and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably something pop up. But they put new lights behind the screen. But they also replace the transistors. Apparently, the problem with a lot of old stuff is the transistors go bad and end up burning the board. You know what I'm saying? So people have been going through replacing the transistors and keeping the boards fresh, basically making a fresh refurbished ass Game Gear. Okay. And I just mailed out my NES and my top loader NES to my buddy Matt to see if he can get those up and running out in Missouri. So we'll see how that goes if he can get those up and running. Because again, it just might be transistor issues, and that becomes way more difficult to fix than not. But I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a gamer, man. It's in me. I've been on this Switch since the get-go. I've been loving it. I've been playing Fortnite. Actually, I've been kind of chilling Fortnite the last few weeks. But that's because I've been getting the kids ready for school and stuff like that there. But it's almost time for Spider-Man, Red Dead. There's a bunch of cool shit coming out this year, so I'm hyped.
Yeah, I definitely want to get my Red Dead on. But last night we watched A Quiet Place. Mm-hmm. Man, did you see that?
I saw it in theaters.
God damn, I want that little girl pissed me the fuck off so many times.
Mm-hmm. Was always the kid fucking up?
Yeah.
Was she deaf? Was that the deaf actor?
Yes.
Oh, I know it was her or the other one.
Well, actor, yeah. Whatever, fuck her, man. She got the little G killed at the beginning of the movie.
That's a well-acted situation. She got you so vexed, man.
Usually you would say that. I'm going to say it was the writing. Because her acting wasn't that great. She was just a fuck up.
To the best of us, man.
It was just hard for me to look at that and realize that that's Jim from The Office.
Yo, him and Chris Evans both rock that scrappy beard game. Is
his beard was off the map for that movie.
Yeah, I guess
it was really.
They scrappy beard game is on point, man. It's like I'm like y'all some handsome cats with the beard popping. You know what I'm saying? I really worked it out. I dig it. I fucking respect it. You finished Office yet? I mean, I know you've been have been.
Nah, I haven't watched it in like a week and a half.
Okay.
You jonesing? I'm gonna do a line of Jim.
I mean, let's just say that
Dwight.
if I could go home from work right now and just watch The Office the rest of the day, I would do that.
Oh my God, I am on the Venture Brothers. As it turns out, I had not watched the last 2 seasons that are before this new season. There's a new season of Venture Brothers running right now. I don't know if y'all are aware of that. And I had not watched the last 2 seasons that are available on Hulu, so I actually started that back up yesterday, having just wrapped up the latest season of Voltron already. God damn, that show good. That new Voltron is so good, man. Just telling y'all, watch it. Just go ahead and run. It's like 7 seasons at this point on you. I mean, it's Netflix season, so don't get it twisted. But yeah, I've enjoyed all of them. The last season is coming out in December, and that's when they're done at that point. When it's all said and done, I believe it will have had 78 episodes.
78. That's a lot of fucking episodes.
It's a standard order for a full series order for a animated joint, for a cartoon. Like Rick and Morty got a 70 episode order for their next few however they cut it. I ended up cutting those episodes. But yeah, man, I've been on that, and I very much enjoyed Voltron. Of course, I'm building the Voltron as well.
How long does that shit take? It seems like you've been talking about building that thing for weeks now.
I just take my time. I had to break the blue line all the way down to scrap again. Well, not again, but all the way down to parts and rebuild it from go.
He's playing just the tip with it.
So I got that done. The black line I'm on right now is the most complicated one. So I'm on that one. So
that's his whole deal.
That is, I want to say 8 bags worth of Lego, and in each one of those bags got some bags in them. And so I've built let's say 6 bags of the black line.
That's why I can't do Legos. I don't have the patience for this shit.
That's good. I am patient, and thusly I am like,
I am patient with certain things.
Yeah,
Lego, not one of them.
In this case, I build. So how I've been doing this is I'll build by section. So the first section requires X amount of bags. Take those amount of bags, build that, and then call it done for right now. And then come back, build some more. So that's all I've been doing, and I just dig it. I'm not trying. I don't want to like build it all right now. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be great because I've been waiting for it, and I don't know. I'm just excited.
Yeah. The other day, it was Saturday. I don't remember what I did, but Sunday, like, my grass was getting long. It had been raining off and on, so cutting your grass when
grass getting on. It was raining off and on.
I'm a poor that didn't know it. And like with my grass, you definitely can't cut that shit. Where it'll just choke up the lawnmower. Right. So I went out there, and I was cutting, and I got to the front of my lawn, and it got so fucking hot. I was like, I need to take a break. So I started cleaning up my garage some, and I got it accomplished. I got like I was doing it in phases because my girlfriend was supposed to help, and she didn't. So it was just like, all right, like we had an old couch in there. We had a when we did our house, we pretty much rehabbed it. So we got like we had like doors and some like an old dishwasher in there. I was like, let's just put that shit out on the street.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about the city I live in. You just put anything out on the street. You don't have to worry about recycling and all that earthy shit. Just throw it all out. I'm glad Earth. Yeah, I'm glad I don't live in Cleveland. I get like they're so desperate for money. It's like if you put one wrong thing in your trash can, you get fined for it now.
It ain't even that deep in my neighborhood. So it's like this is recyclables. This is not.
Yeah, but
I look at it like, if you want the recyclables so bad, it's on you to clean the rest of the peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar.
I'm not. Yep.
You supposed to wash it out?
Yeah. It is asked. It is not required.
Well, they say that like you're supposed to clean all the containers out because if the containers still have stuff in them, it ruins the recycling process and can turn the whole batch into unusable. Which I think is like fear mongering in a way.
So like really that peanut butter is gonna ruin all these plastics? Come on, man.
And I understand it, but at the same time, if I'm gonna wash that bitch out, I might as well just use that bitch as a juice jar now. You just created a dish. I mean,
a dish. You right.
Yeah.
You made a new container for my house.
It'll go real good here in the cupboard next to my Crocker
my
butter container.
I could use that to keep nails in or something.
I can't believe it's not but a cereal bowl that I've had for some years now. Look at this classic design.
Yeah, so
I got this in the summer of '87.
I'm like, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind recycling, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I know all this shit going on with with all the straws and stuff.
That straw bullshit. I feel like it's such. Oh God, I don't even want to say fake news. That's terrible. I feel like it's such chicanery being played right there. I feel like that's like big oil. Like, yeah, it's those straws that are all. It's like, nah, it's all these plastic bags and everything else you make. That's terrible. Them straws, yeah. Every now and again, I guess a turtle get caught with a straw.
Yeah, but like, was something happen where I don't know, it was a whale with a rally straw and just blow up. Like, oh no, it was for my extra thick shake. I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, it's just like
straws were literally invented to help disabled people, drink.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I like, you ain't gonna just all of a sudden tell me fuck straws, and then what they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? You gonna do something? You gonna do something by them? I guess.
Survival of the fittest.
Okay, Hitler, settle down there, man.
I didn't say that about your race. I just said survival of the fittest. Natural selection, Darwinism, sir.
I remember I probably wasn't a kid.
Wait, we can flip that joke. Okay, what's the dude's name from the 300?
Leonidas?
Okay, King Leonidas. Go just kick him off the side of the mountain, why don't you? Drop him to the wolves.
Okay.
Wolves are pretty sweet.
More for me.
Plus, you already talking about going to Greece, so no, it works out.
You going to Greece?
For the cats, man.
It's a cat factory or something there?
There's an island that they're currently hiring a live-in cat, caretaker for the island.
You going to be the king of the cats?
So they provide you a tiny house with a garden, all utilities included, and you live on the island with 55 plus cats, and it's your job to feed them and just make sure they all just chill on the island. It's not like they're in cages.
Yeah, they free range, right?
Yeah, they're free range cats on an island in Greece.
So only 55. That don't sound right. All those cats just
it's
fucking.
It's a 55 plus.
Oh.
That's what they get you.
It's 55% cats. Is what the island is.
Cats, they just smell like a pissy house. This whole
maybe it's
island stink.
Maybe it's kind of like money. It's like 55 euros. It's not. So how much that's that?
What's that? I was telling them, we were discussing. I'm like, well, man, I know Greece is broke. Like they owe money to everybody at this point. So it's like, who? Maybe it's not the government doing it. Maybe it's like the people who
It's an organization.
Yeah, okay.
If you click on the link in the article, it takes you to their Facebook page.
Okay. So
yet again, Facebook.
Are they getting you to Greece, or you got to make your way there yourself?
I don't remember. I just remember the part about the house being included and all the utilities being
included. And you
just
fainted from there. Like,
I was like, oh my God.
I can't.
I started thinking, like, can I practically do this? But it's only part-time. So, like,
so you gotta find something
it's
else
4 hours a day. So, like, need some supplemental income. So I was thinking, set up cameras on the island, and I can start some sort of like internet page where you like pay a monthly subscription to watch the cats just live.
Live nude cats.
I mean, I guess that's accurate.
You can reenact the 300 with these cats, hang one off the side of them.
I mean, you could probably keep your job just like remote in for like.
It's what I said. I told the same thing.
Like 4 hours, take a lunch, and then like work with the cats for 4 hours, then and then go
It's
back.
different
to work.
time zones, so
Tell me, man.
might not overlap.
It might not. Even if it did, like you'll be the one like in the trenches at the times that nobody else is, like getting shit done.
Get off me, Hercules! I'm working.
Oh my God, you have to name all the cats sweet ass Grecian names. That'd be great.
You gotta
Go away, Windex. I'm working here.
Windex,
Quiet down,
Pyrex, ranch dressing, season dressing, Mrs. Dash, Mr. Dash, Larvis, seasoning sauce.
Man, you're not that friendly, falafel.
I wonder, like, do they got like some different kind of like sweet cats that we don't have? Like, it got to be some wild cats up in there, right?
Man, I saw something about a family was mourning the loss of their cat after a mountain lion broke in or whatever.
Oh,
Well, now, what did you see about this?
The cat in the picture was like just chilling in the living room, like it lived there.
So some comedian put a joke on Twitter that was just getting a little bit of burn, and he goes, "Why are they wasting time mourning? They should be celebrating they new and improved cat." And I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, I saw that. So yesterday, when I got home from the gym, there was a mouse body as a gift outside my side door
oh,
from young Mr. Smoke Dog.
okay.
I didn't deal with it at the time because I had like a bag of Chipotle with me. It was almost 11 o'clock at night. I was tired. I was like, I'll deal with this in the morning. So when I got up, to leave for work this morning, I left the house. The carcass is gone.
Oh,
Somebody had a nice dinner.
it's probably what, like a possum or something. Well, or probably what happened. Maybe your roommate slipped on it and fell.
One can only hope.
But you. Yeah.
Knowing him, though, he'd probably grumble about it under his breath for the next 17 years, but never actually say anything.
Then you'll get a tattoo about it. Yeah, I think if like some like wild lynx or something like start mating with some of those cats, they'll like make it like another sweeter cat breed.
When I went to Mexico, I remember seeing like a cat at like a bar or something. And them cats down there, they just had a certain look to them, and I was like, y'all cats don't look like our cats. And it was enough for me to make like, some kind of random judgment, I guess, if you will. So I wondered, like he said, if Grecian cats got a certain
Were you judging that cat for laying around looking tired? So sleepy, so sleepy.
That cat was awake. I think, if I'm not mistaken, racing after a little lizard. So.
They're the hardest working cats I've ever met.
I was in Cancun, and they was all hard working in that town. Everybody.
It was.
We can fly to Punta Cana now, with the good people of Frontier Air, straight from Cleveland, direct to the DR. So we put that on a list of places we can go.
Yeah, tell me why they're not flying to LA when I need them to.
Is that where they shoot all those West Coast production movies?
I have no idea. I don't know my West Coast productions that well. I'm sorry.
It's funny. Like I remember back in the day when DVDs and watching porn was a thing. Like just had like the trailers, which is the most important part of adult cinema at the beginning. And I just remember like I know this might sound weird, but I wouldn't watch anything with Brazil, like, because you always hear about like how AIDS is rampant there, and that fuck with me.
Oh
like,
man,
I was like, no, fast forward, I can't watch that.
I was watching YouTube clip from Theo Vaughn, that comedian. He does like a podcast, and he had Michael Rosenbaum on when they were talking about the Allison Mack thing, the sex cult thing.
Okay.
Because he was Lex Luthor on Smallville.
Okay.
So they're on there, and they were talking about...
I was thinking Michael Rooker when you said that. I'm sorry, Michael Rosenbaum. Thank you for putting that in place.
I'm your daddy, bitch. You know?
Yeah, so Theo Vaughn said something about how he was on like a cruise out of the country at one point and couldn't wait to get back because like in like Brazil or something, it was one of those like some sort of country in South America that his wallet, he got like someone jacked him for his wallet in a village, and like they had to chase the person down, and it felt so overwhelming. And then he said another time, like he was in a village and the kids would run up to him and threatened to bite him unless he gave him $20. They said that I'll bite you and give you the AIDS if you don't give me $20.
Wow. That's fucking scary.
Right? Because you don't know if they're bluffing or not. But it's like, is the $20 worth the gamble?
Yeah, but see, you pull your wallet out, they steal your wallet and go run it. It's like you fucked either way.
It's the ultimate gambit, right?
Yeah, man. I would.
And
it's kind of ingenious in a way.
Them little kids probably fast as fuck till you can't run.
And they all play soccer.
Like, I'm gonna hit you with this AIDS ball.
You'd be out there red carding everybody.
Oh my God. No, thank you, sir. No.
I do want to see that Jesus statue though. Is that Jesus?
It's in Brazil, yeah, Jesus.
Where the Cavs went that first year?
Yeah.
I just want to see that.
Possible is nothing.
Jesus has a particular name. It's one of the seven man-made wonders of the world, if I'm not mistaken. So, the pyramids.
So
like
that's Black China's butt. That statue.
Meow. No, not Meow. What did they say? She looked like Mewtwo.
I wish I knew who that was so I can laugh.
It's okay. Somebody knows, and somebody is laughing.
She kind of looks like I don't know. It was funny. I was in the cafeteria the other day, and it's funny the way women talk to each other at work. And the one lady was like, "Better move all that." And then they just start talking about Black China. It was like about, I guess, both women had posteriors that weren't astronomical. Were I guess that you shit. What am I saying? The ladies both had big butts in the cafeteria, and then the other one was,
say it with your chest.
Yeah, and then the one was like, "Yeah, I paid for it," joking, and then the other one was like, that's what happened with Black China. Rob bought her a new booty. I was like, I just wanted to interject, like, excuse me, Rob didn't buy her that butt. She been bought that butt. But I didn't say anything. I just made my tea and left.
Apropos.
Yes.
I'll be sipping this at my desk later. This tea is so hot.
You know nothing about booty injections. What you know about it, I forgot.
Oh my God.
I was born in it. Molded by it.
I kind of molded it myself a little bit, like Play-Doh.
I remember, I think it was Lacey Duvall was the first person in porn I remember that got a fake butt.
New butt? I remember her.
Yeah. Because at first she was just like in...
she was one of the OG light skins for your boy.
But at first she was only... What's the one, Jenna Jameson, what's her company called? Was it Vivid? Like, I don't know if that's what she was, but Lacey Duvall used to be one of those girls.
A Vivid girl? Okay.
And then, like, all of a sudden, with the new butt, she was a West Coast production model all of a sudden. And I was just like, how did that happen? And I wondered. I was like, oh, yeah.
Is it like a porn star free agency?
Yeah, she got traded. She went to LA.
She went to Real Madrid after doing a stint with Tottenham Hotspur, which is soccer teams. That somebody got that joke again.
Oh yeah, soccer.
I know somebody out there loves Tottenham Hotspur, so respect due to them.
Yeah,
I'm glad
somebody
you enjoyed
does.
Yeah, bend it like Beckham.
But that was the first time I remember somebody just like, a couple scenes ago, she was just regular. Then the next one, she was thick.
The one scene she was regular. The next scene she was extra crispy.
Yes, extra crispy, tasty. But I guess I digress. I think we
Probably, wrap this up.
2019, no point talk.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, we'll see.
People come to us for these exciting bits of discussion.
Maybe.
Look, they'll come on me. I guess everything's all right with the world.
Hey, this is a respectable show, okay? We're doing it in the trash can like normal people.
Just the tip.
The man Gabe should be back next week. Again, he's been busy these last couple, but don't worry, he's still a part of the show. We didn't kick him off or anything.
That's what T says now.
Yeah, we haven't voted yet. That's the only reason that statement's accurate.
It is two of us and only one of T, and Gabe ain't here.
He can be reached he is at the real ODP.
He can be reached in a gutter. Get the fuck off our show.
At the real ODP on Twitter. That's my man Tatum 216.
Yes.
That's Lunchbox 2099, who is so hyped for this Venom movie. He don't know what to do with himself.
Are you hyped for this Venom movie?
So hyped. I don't know what to do with myself.
See?
What kid that plays on the mic with too high.
I'm the Internet 713. You've just been podcast too, and I know you loved it. Peace.
Man fakes his own death to stop his wife asking for money.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.